What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. It's Ars, and today we are going to be working on a beat along with Virtual Waves. So Virtual Waves hit me up and said that they heard one of the samples off of my newly released sample pack, Aura Gold, and they wanted to take that sample and work on a beat together. So they took a sample, started the beat out, worked on a melody, and they sent it over to me so I could finish up the second half of the beat. So that's what we're going to be doing today. If you're interested in checking out that sample pack, just look down in the description below and you can find the link for it. So they sent me an email with the stems for what they did so far, and I'm going to upload it into my DAW now, and we're going to work on this beat. So first things first, I'm going to play the actual sample from my sample pack that they used to start the beat off. So this is my sample pack, Aura Gold, and the sample that they used from it was District 67. So we're gonna take a listen to the original sample. Okay, so that's the original sample, and now we're gonna upload the stems that they sent to me. Okay, so here are the stems here. I'm gonna just drag and drop them right over to the DAW. So here are the stems. I just dragged and dropped them into the DAW. Let's see. Very dope. They took the sample and did something really cool with it. It doesn't even sound, so I can tell that they chopped it up. They changed the pitch on it a little bit, gave it a little more bounce. I like it. I like what I hear so far. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through everything that they added and kind of set up an arrangement just to jumpstart the session and, you know, kind of have everything sitting where I want it to sit, because for right now it's just an 8-bar loop with the sounds. See the bass. The bass is fire. They could have just went with the typical 808, but I like that they did a little different and gave it that kind of synth funky. I call it that synth funky 80s kind of bass. I like that. Okay, so I arranged it and I added a few things. I added a kick and, you know, vibey melody. We'll go through some of the things that I added. Unfortunately, I had to kind of stop the video for a second because I had to go deal with something with my daughter real quick. And I came back and started working on the beat and made a mistake and the camera wasn't even recording. So I'm not fake, so I'm not gonna redo what I just finished doing. So I'm gonna walk you through what I did so far, and then we're gonna move forward and add more to the beat. So far, this is how I have it set up. Now I'm gonna just play the arrangement, the way I arranged the track. I'm gonna just play the way I arranged the track with what I added to it, muted so far. Just so you can see how I arranged it. If you remember in the beginning, it was just an 8-bar loop. So we have it starting with just a sample. Yeah, then we have it coming on with the bass, the flutes, the guitars, and the keys. And then on this verse part, I bring it back to just a sample by itself. So let's go through what I added. I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave that there. I think in the intro, I'm gonna take the percussion out and just have the percussion on the second half over here. I added a kick and I need to add a snare. So I gotta add a snare. Chanting sound in the background. Some 808s. And I added that. So now this part right here, I added a snare and I added some finger snaps. So what I like to do sometimes before I kind of condense everything and like get the arrangement exactly how I want it, you know, as far as the finished product is concerned, what I like to do is just add as much stuff as I possibly can to the beat, just so that, you know, I can kind of chip away at it and I can get things to where I want it to sound. Like, for example, right here, I have a type of drum. Like I have this percussion snare with these finger snaps. And these finger snaps are live, by the way. You don't need a bunch of like a really good mic or anything. Like I literally just recorded finger snaps from the microphone that's on the actual computer, the built-in mic from the computer. I just hit record and added finger snaps. So we have these snares here. I want to add a kind of like a snare that goes better with an 808. So next thing we will add is I have in my user, so right here in my user patches, I have I have different sounds that I've already, you know, EQ'd and manipulated and added effects to. Just my go-to, like when all else fails, these are sounds and snares and drums that I know that I like to use on just about every beat, or, you know, they would sound good on just about any beat. So I love having my user patches set up right over here. I'm gonna go to the wide trap snare. So we start off with a simple snare arrangement, just to get it there. The main thing is to just get the stuff on the DAW, like just get the stuff recorded on the DAW. All of the chopping it up and doing all the craziness, you can do that later, but just add as much stuff as possible that you think sounds good, and then you can chip away at it later. Again, these are all a part of my user patches, just my sounds that are like my go-tos that I, you know, that I like to use a lot. So the triples, we're gonna make these 1/16 triplets, and then this one here, I think this is gonna be a 1/16 note. Let's see, yeah. Alright, these are 1/16. So I usually just go through each hi-hat or each drum, whatever it is that I record. I go through it and figure out note for note how I want to quantize it, or if I want to quantize it. So if you notice, like some of these hi-hats I'm throwing at I'm putting at 1/16 triplets, some of them I'm putting on a 1/16 note. It just depends on how I feel about the groove that I'm going for. Let's see this. Okay, that works for that. And in this case here, I like how the way I played the second half of the drums. I think I like that for the first, I want it to be the first half. So I'm gonna just move this over, and then I'm gonna put this part of the drums here. I'm gonna put this part as the second half, just because it has a little more, the kick hits a few more times and it has a little bit more energy. And I think that you know, it should be later. It shouldn't start off with that much energy. Then we'll go over here where the 808, the tone of the 808 gets a little bit lower, and we're gonna maybe I'll make the hi-hats go a little bit quicker. Then I will quantize that 116. This is 116 too. I don't know if I did it, if I quantized it yet or not, but I'm gonna just do it just to have it there. Turn the volume down on the Okay, see what else we can add. Let's go to the virtual waves plugin. All right, virtual waves. I'm gonna delete the unused tracks, just so we're not wasting any space. Let's see. I had the EQ on that track. I like that I was watching sound, so we're gonna go with that. All right, that one, quantize it. 116. I'm gonna try to get some kind of vocal chant in there for that second half, for like right here. Like some kind of, see what we can find for the for a vocal chant. Digital Pro Sounds. Let's try Digital Pro Sounds. They have some, with their Abstract Vox, they usually have some pretty interesting things. That little ominous sound in the background. Let's add that nasty raspy sound and We're gonna add that nasty brass. Works for me. I recently picked up this drum machine called Method 1. They have some pretty interesting drums. Like, you know, it has your kind of like your trap sound drums, but has a lot of different categories. And then the drum machine itself allows you to really manipulate the sound in a way that can get you something really creative. So we're gonna see what we can get out of this thing. So I hooked this piano up with a little bit of grit. I'm gonna turn that off. All right, let's try this. I don't like it starting at that tone, so we're gonna make it a little bit. I like that first half, and then this part here. This is what you do when you don't know how to play the piano. Dun, 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 dun. So let's see. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me see what that sounds like over this part. Maybe if I raise the octave of everything. Let me hear that by itself. That sounds interesting. Maybe we can put a little bit of reverb on that. Valhalla, Supermassive on that. Yeah, that sounds crazy. Just as a little bit, I call it a little twinkle on certain parts. So maybe right here we'll add it. This part could be plain. Or maybe on this part here, let me see. I think for the horn, I only want there's too much reverb on that. I think I wanna EQ it a little bit differently. A little bit sharper. Let's do a double in there twice. Boom. Let's stutter that part right there. So we'll do like that. We'll copy and paste this part right here. So it does it twice. I like cutting it and pasting it like this instead of like just playing the instruments in a bounce. I like cutting it and pasting it because it feels a little more choppy and it feels a little more hip hop that way. Like it kind of feels like a DJ is scratching it or something. And I like that feeling, that kind of like that cut instead of just playing the instruments to a bounce, because then it's a little too smooth. Okay, let's go. I want to make a sound that sounds like it's slowing down. Yeah, make a sound that sounds like it's slowing down. Catch it right here. So maybe like duplicate this track, put the sample here, and then slow it, warp it and slow it down on that one. Fade out, slow down. There we go. Go right here. Fade to. we're gonna make it louder, and I want it a little more dramatic than that. Just a little bit more dramatic than that. Let's see. That's perfect. All right, and we're gonna raise the volume, gain, let's make it mono, turn it up. Yeah, so it's right in your face. That. All right, and let me see something. I'll go here. Go to the flex tool, stretch this part out a little bit. Yeah, like that. Let me see. Yeah, I like that better. Back to the fade too. Alright. So there we go. Like that. Cool. Now we got that. There. Let's see. Let's get a virtual waves. We gotta add that, but not that instrument, but I gotta get the chords for it. Alright. That's that one. Alright, I messed up. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so we got those two there. Cool. Open this up a little bit. Now I have the chords in place and I just want to find the right instrument. So let me just search for the proper instrument. See some of these. Yeah, I like that. That's fire. All right, then we do that. All right, then we go here. We can maybe go to some leads. This bass right here. We're gonna have that play twice. Alright, so we pretty much, just to go through what we did really quickly, you know, virtual waves. They chopped up the sample, and you know, they manipulated it. You know, gave it. I feel like they raised the pitch on it a little bit. No, they slowed it down. Actually, they slowed the sample down, but they chopped it up. And then on this section right here, I'm gonna be real. I honestly don't know what they did. They did a great job with like manipulating the sample because it doesn't even sound like the original sample anymore. But just to quickly run through what we did, we took this and they added bass, flutes, guitar, and keys to it. So they gave it this right here. Already, that sound fire by itself. That's already fire. So I added a snare to it, you know, just to give it some, let's call it some seasoning. Added some hand claps in there. Yeah. Some hi-hats. Yeah. Threw the kick up in there. Gave it some more hi-hats. Ooh. I like how this sounds just like that. Wait, hold on. We're gonna have to add that part in there too. All right, so first of all, I just discovered something by muting some of these sounds. So let's build this track up a little bit, because I like how this sounded without the 808 in it and all of that stuff. All right, so yeah, added some more hi-hats in there. Right. Then I added this kind of vibey chords. Let me see this right here. That too. We'll add that in there. All right, so just to play, we're gonna play the whole thing back just so you can hear what was added to it. I know I started showing y'all what was added to it, but I got kind of hyped on the arrangement and wanted to switch a few things up. So we're gonna play the beat back, and just so you can hear what was added, and then we'll bounce everything out. I'll send it right back over to Virtual Waves, and we'll go from there. Let me just play for you what they sent over to me, right? So this is what they sent me. So so that way we can see how we both collaborated and how we built something. You know, you guys can see how it came together and how we built it up. So that's what they sent over, and then here's where we ended up. So we're gonna play it from the beginning. Remember, this is unmixed, so just bear with me. first of all, we gotta stop real quick. First of all, I've been playing this beat, adding on to this beat this whole time, and I had everything on mono. So I don't even know what this sounds like in stereo. So now let me listen to this back in stereo. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. It sounds, wow. Okay. Whew. Yeah. Alright, so that's pretty much it on my side of things. I'm gonna send it back over to Virtual Waves and we're gonna go from there. I've actually never collaborated like this before as far as making beats. Like, I've only ever made the beat entirely myself, or I've been in the actual room with another producer and we worked on a beat together. I've never like sent stems back and forth. So this is really interesting and it's something that I want to do again. Shout out to Virtual Waves for choosing my sample kit to kind of launch this thing off. So again, if you like what you're hearing, don't forget to go check out the Aura Gold sample pack and pick it up. And I'd love to hear what you guys do with it. I'm gonna send this back over to Virtual Waves and we're gonna see how this turns out. Peace.